And while your PlayStation Network is down, why don't you check out MNC Mornings?
Good morning and welcome to MNC Mornings, everybody. It is going to be a fantastic Sunday. We've got a lot to discuss. We've got a lot going on. The voicemails poured in. And, you know, crap, we had such a great pre-show. Really got us both revved up for today's show, I think, right?
Yeah. I went in with a right before it started, too. I was like...
Thank God I hit mute, because I was actually doing it, too. I'm like, oh, shit, it's live. Oh, man. So, no, really good to have you here, Crap. J-Dub's also good to have you, brother.
Thanks for saying that.
Yes, we're doing it live.
Doing it live.
Doing it live.
Kind of. Yeah. You know, it's always fun. You know what's funny, and this isn't really gaming related, but did you see the Conor McGregor suit?
I know what you're talking about, but you're going to have to explain it to the audience.
Okay, so Conor McGregor, you know, he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, right? Yes. So they did their little press conference, and Conor McGregor looked like he's wearing like a pinstripe suit. But when you get close, his suit is saying, fuck you. That's the pinstripe, like all the way down. Like every single one. Like, it's great.
So what you're saying, basically, he's the mooch and crap of fighting. Yes,
yeah, basically. Yeah. But it was the funniest damn thing I've seen, man. Like, damn, that takes some chutzpah. Yes, I just said chutzpah, folks.
Okay. I do not speak Italian. Please speak English.
I don't think that was Italian.
I need to understand every word you guys are saying.
I don't think that was Italian. I'm sure, actually. Hold on, let me get my thesaurus out. No, this is great crap. And, you know, to get into a little bit of gaming-related stuff, this is something that was touched on earlier in the week, but we can talk about it today. You know, I put in the headline here, enough with the useless predictions from useless analysts, okay? Basically, if you're not somebody that gets in the car on a Sunday and drives through a tarot card reading, we've got to stop believing these people that are predicting things that are coming out in 2020, right? How about we start enjoying what's in front of our face, like the Xbox One X that's coming out, and start to actually take note of the developers. And you did a couple of videos this week.
Developers, yes.
You did. Yeah. The developers really got their act together.
Developers.
Yeah. Yes. Give them to him, Steve.
My favorite part of the day like that is if you wait for the fourth or fifth developer, Crap's like, yeah,
Yeah, dude, I love Steve Ballmer, man, because I'm a big Microsoft fan. So obviously, like me and Hellhammer used to watch his things where he'd give these speeches, right? And he'd be, you know how like now when they do the things like Satya Nadal or whatever, just kind of speaks kind of quietly into the mic or whatever. Like Steve Ballmer would run across the stage, like skip across the stage, like his shirt would get all sweaty and shit.
That's what I was saying last week on the show, crap. We need somebody on stage with passion. And since Steve left, Phil has to come out. Phil needs to come out. That's first and foremost. He's the president of Xbox. He needs to come out and do what he does. His intro is awesome. Yeah. But then once Phil's done, you need someone that's this hyper, run across the stage, Mick Jagger in the 70s type of guy that slides across and says, and here's the Xbox One X. You need somebody who can actually give you something with a little enthusiasm. And that lacks through all of the E3 presentations.
Yeah, you know what? They need Mooch to go out, or they need you to go up there and start, talking to the crowd, because you'd sell anybody any.
I have no problem. I would absolutely love to do it if Microsoft's listening. All I request is that I have Jessica Chobot or iJustine come out too. Listen, I didn't come up with that. I'll even make an exception.
Dude, I defy you to watch the Daily Fix from today and say that you wouldn't rather have her up there. I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm telling you,
it's always going to be.
I'm still going to vote for iJustine over Naomi Kyle, but that's just a me thing.
Hey, Lady Foxfire sided with me though. She did say that Naomi Kyle. Yes, she did. She was like Team Naomi Kyle, and I was like, oh, there you go.
Get a woman's perspective when it's a debate over two different women.
Yeah, because they're usually really catty about. No, I'm just kidding. Because they, women. Well, you can't. Like, real. Like,
I was hoping Jay actually had a cat sound effect there.
I know he used to. Like, wasn't she?
I know wasn't she? I'm doing sound effects on the fly now.
Wasn't she was a cougar at one point or something?
It was a cougar.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, well, it's funny because like us guys, like we'll never go, that dude's pretty good looking or whatever. We'll never join in on that. But girls, they don't have a problem doing that. Oh yeah, she's real pretty or whatever. So I just thought that was funny. It's like one of those debates that'll probably go on and on because I think it kind of evened out in the chat after a little while. Like,
I'm not sure really evened out. I think Naomi.
I don't know, man.
And that's just it's okay. Crap. Maybe like you said, what did you say?
He did not pick the best Naomi Kyle picture. I'm just saying
he didn't. No. But that's also because he's a ringer.
He picked he picked an exceptionally good Alana Pierce one. Even I thought that was a good one.
It was a great one.
Hey, slap the Naomi Kyle one up there when she's dressed like Harley Quinn. Because damn, you know what I mean.
Now listen, I agree with you, but let me tell you why you're wrong.
Fuck you, Double Mooch.
I love it when Mooch gets in there. It's so good. No, but but getting back to it, I wish that we could get somebody on stage to do that for us. I
agree.
Think that they need that, right? Or I've said this a number of times too. I'm a huge fan of what Larry does for the company, but does Larry have to do all the Xbox live shows and
it's Xbox Larry here, Major Nelson here. I'm old and got gray hair. And
he's like, I'm wearing my Honolulu shirt, and I'm here to let you guys know Call of Duty maps are finally on Xbox too. And I'm like, what? Can we get somebody with a little enthusiasm?
I follow 6 people on Twitter.
Yeah, I follow 6 people on Twitter, and they're all family members.
Yes.
It is what it is. But I don't know. I think eventually that's going to happen with time, right? Larry's going to retire or step down from that position, and then with our luck, Stein will take over. So it'll be
Well, here's this week's new controller variant. Look at this; it looks great. Here's my selfie. I take more selfies than Def Jam Bam. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not a knock on Def Jam Bam.
No, Bam. By the way, Bam's selfies have so gotten better. It's unbelievable. They're great. They are great.
He does do an absolutely fantastic job. J-Dubs, who do we have on deck?
Yeah, let's get our first caller.
Yeah, so we've got on deck is an old favorite, Xbox Trigger.
Oh, okay. Trigger really went off a couple weeks ago.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay, it's Xbox Trigger from Twitter. And before I say my question, sorry I didn't call you last time. But here's my question today. I was recently reading this Gaming article saying how the guy giving his opinion about how the Xbox One X, even though it gives you more pixels and lines, is not better than the PS. He's fine with the PS4. Actually, saw on Tim Dark's Twitter, he pointed it out, and I'm just gonna say, when can the Xbox One, Microsoft get credit anymore? back in, like this guy's saying that on the PS4 is fine, he doesn't need extra pixels. But when the people who had Xbox Ones were saying that they're fine, and the power difference was minimum, they were calling us all different names, all names like names and saying we're stupid and have an Xbox One. Hey, why would you get that? And the PS4 is more powerful, blah blah blah. Why can Microsoft can't get any credit? I'm very sick and tired of this. It's terrible. We Xbox fans are getting treated like third class citizens in the gaming community. I'm just sick of this. What do you guys think of that? It's very nerve wracking, and it sucks being an Xbox gamer in any day because PC or PS4 fanboys are always on you. Anyway, that's my question. Thank you.
Well, Triggered was definitely triggered there.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, he makes a good point. And let me just use one of his lines and then refer to something that Phil said. And I hope Phil's done so well on keeping his word on different subjects. But here's the one thing. He said, I'm tired of being treated like a third-class citizen. And, you know, Phil came in and made a comment with a certain game and said, I don't want my, you know, I think it was the indies at the time. He didn't want the indies going to one particular platform versus his. And he says, when it does come to ours, you have to offer us more because we're getting tired of just being second. And he used the words, I don't want to be a third-class, you know, citizen.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that that's where this kumbaya stuff's got to end. The reason Triggered's upset and it bothered us a long time ago, now it still bothers us crap, but we've kind of taken a seat back, is because the Xbox folks, you know, the people up in Redmond, they don't really sometimes take a stand. You know, they're just like, hey, it doesn't matter. Just light a candle and walk around till it burns your hand and then light another one.
Yeah.
And nobody, you know what I mean? So, I mean, the reason that you see a lot of that from the media and you see a lot of that from Sony is because Xbox doesn't stand up for itself, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, you know, I agree 100%. Like, I think Aaron wants to stand up for himself a lot. Like,
yeah, Aaron's really, he has been, you're right.
Yeah, like Aaron just like with his whole oops tweet, like he managed to trigger
that was great.
An entire like fan base. So like I do like that. And then Phil doesn't really, he stands up for himself just by letting the things speak for themselves, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like he'll just like, oh well, we're gonna let the game speak for themselves or this speak for themselves. And
yes,
I mean I kind of get that approach, but at the end of the day, I think we as fans want to see a little bit more movement because it seems like they don't have as much pride if they're not doing that. You know, like you don't want to just like let people take shots at you nonstop and not.
I put a tweet out on Tuesday, says, you know, I wrote to Aaron. I said, love the confidence we're getting out of the Xbox campus these days. Keep the power crown on Xbox and never let that go again. Great work, thumbs up. That's what I sent to him because he sent out this ad that was kind of, it was, you know, the Xbox One X nice marketing diagram, and it was awesome about 4K HDR, Xbox One X enhanced, and it showed all the games that were going to be coming. And he goes, there's even more on the way. And he says, love this, and we have more coming. And that's the attitude we want to see. I got so many likes on that one tweet today. It was crazy.
People would probably retweet it, but, you know.
Yeah. And, well, you know, listen, now you got to put the request in, and we'll take a look at it. We'll look at your file. We'll take a look. But, you know, I really think, crap, that's a big deal. You know what I mean? We've got to get that. You've got to get that peacocking going on again at Redmond. You know,
well, anybody that doesn't think that Microsoft has games coming on the way, man, get over yourself. You know what I mean? It's like they don't want to believe Microsoft has games. That's what the Xbox is all about. You know, it's about games. You just have to trust in the process. And what I mean by that is Phil's done exactly what he said. He's fixed the hardware problem. He's fixed the Xbox Live issues. You know, we got a very stable Xbox Live. They had to totally redo the OS, so we're going to get that new OS and stuff come the One X when that releases. And the studios, that stuff takes time. You can't just like say, whoop, here's a new studio, whoop, here's a game. You know, I think there's a little bit more involved than that, you know?
Yes.
So,
no, I agree with you. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, the thing about it too is he's talking about what Triggered was getting into was a lot of the whole, you know, now the power doesn't matter. And we, you know, 900p versus 1080p, that was a world of difference. And now it doesn't matter. And that's the nonsense you're getting from the gaming media. You know, what are you going to do? That's just, and I tell you this much, Triggered, just so you know, your thoughts and your comments are being heard. They're being heard, and they're being answered by all the people that are fans of Xbox because they're listening to shows like this. They're watching Xbox Nation. They're watching Crossfire. They're watching BGST. They're watching shows that now provide content, okay, that you want to hear, content that you as a consumer of a certain brand that you like to back up, want to hear. You want to hear the other side of the story. You've been listening to the crap for 3 years from the media, and now you're getting it from, and if it's from us, that's fine. If it's from somewhere else, that's fine. You get it wherever you got to get it. But my point is, crap, the media is now losing people, and it's driving up YouTubers by I think thousands, by the thousands. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's bit by bit. Look at where we were 3 years ago, crap. It's a huge difference to today.
It is. It's a huge difference. I mean, you can't really say anything bad about it. Like everybody, like look at the podcast, right? There's so many good, positive ones out there now. Whereas before, that was basically BGST, and that was it. And now there's like so many.
There's so many great.
There's so many. It's like and a lot of them are good, and some of them aren't. But still, like people have that open forum to try.
That's right. That's right.
And that's always the important thing. And for me, I thought that once the X got announced that we'd be hearing the end of all this nonsense, right? But instead, it's kind of intensified because the jealousy stuff has come out, You got the jealousy from, like, some of the PS4 dudes. You got the jealousy from the PC dudes. Not all of them, mind you. When I say PS4 dudes, I don't mean everybody that plays PS4 or everybody that plays PC. But there's that certain subsect that just are incredibly insecure. You know what I mean? Like, Microsoft is doing something with the One X that nobody's ever done before. And they're really kind of bridging that gap. It's still a closed system and all that, but this is a premium PC experience on a console in a closed box. So that is something that people are having a hard time dealing with, because for the first time in a long time, since I think the 360 era, we're getting a console that beats most PCs in performance. So,
I agree.
I mean, that's hard for people to live with. And then you just see, I did a video about that. Let's see, what was it that GameSpot ran a thing about the consoles with the T-flops and stuff, right? And Xbox One X was on there, and there was like over 600 comments on that, and they're all salty PlayStation fanboys. Yeah. Just people get really insecure about this stuff. What I found to be incredibly interesting was the fact that the GameCube and the original Xbox were more powerful than the PS2, and the Wii, even though that came out a generation after the Xbox and the PS2, was less powerful than the original Xbox. So I like that Microsoft is going after that power advantage again. That's really, really cool, and I hope that they stick with that.
Well, and people who just are like, it's about the games, crap, gamer, okay? It's games or bust. Listen, get out of here. Stop it. The games are coming regardless.
Yeah.
The games are coming regardless. From today on forward, I feel like Bill Pullman. From today forward,
we celebrate our independence.
We had our Independence Day. It was June 11th, 2017. This is it. And that's what I wrote to Aaron Greenberg, and I hope these guys take it serious. Not only is the X the most powerful console, do not lose. I say it again. Do not lose the power crown. The games will come, people. So if you're like, I'm a single-player gamer, I play in a basement, I like to be alone, good for you.
You're adding to the stigma of gamers everywhere.
That's fine. Listen, you do what you exactly. Yeah,
you're set like gamers back 20 years because they all think that we're loners in basements playing games.
Gaming's never been more social, but that's a whole other subject. But that's fine. My point is this. From now on, it's about the power. The games are going to come. And for people who right now are listening, they're like, Mooch is full of it. That's crap. I need games, baby. Give me games. The games are going to come. You think Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't coming? You think Call of Duty again isn't coming? You don't think Battlefront 3 isn't coming? Battlefield 1 and Part 2 is coming? They're all coming, guys. All right, Halo 6 is on the way. Gears 5 is on the way. Uncharted, again, is on. These games are all on the way. So don't say it's not about power. Right now, what's important is you want to talk about developers? Give them the power in the box. Can't even say developers without thinking about Bob doing a slide across the stage. But I mean give them the power and then let them create. That's what give the developers the power, Mooch. Give them the ability.
More power.
Okay, well if you're gonna do that, you have to give them the power to do it. You can't give them these underpowered boxes. And now there's me complaining to Microsoft. Let me complain to the consumers for a minute. Guys, stop complaining about price so much. Okay? No, I don't want to pay $1,000 for a console. I don't. But not everything comes with a coupon. Okay? Take it easy. We're all gamers. We're gamers. Yes. Who's a gamer here? We are. It'll be an extra $100. I'm out.
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd my,
well, you know what?
where'd my army go?
I made that fucking point that
Come on.
the PS4 Pro with the Destiny thing was $450, and people were just like trying to, they were really trying to like, but you get a $100 game for it. I'm like, I don't care. You're paying $50 less for that than you would for a console that's 50% more powerful.
That's right.
Like, come on, people just like, and nobody mentioned the price at all on that at all, right? How many times have we heard 500 is too much on the Xbox One X, right? Everybody just blasted them. Hey, $500, that's way too expensive.
Yeah.
You know, but then $450 and then tax and all that stuff, that's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and like praise Sony. You know what I mean? Here, let's all toast Sony. Really Congrats.
That's a really good point. The fact that it's $450, that's kind of nonsense, right? Because this thing, everyone was saying, remember what everyone was saying before E3? That's fine. You guys be $500. The Pro tonight, on Monday night, on June 12th, is going to be $350. They're going to drop it. They're going to really show you guys. They didn't drop it. They actually upped it. This being $450, listen, Destiny, a lot of people wanted the white PS4 Pro without the Destiny. Yeah. Right? A lot of people, not everybody plays Destiny, right? But some people wanted the white PS4 Pro. Now you can't get that. Or if you do, you're out $450.
Bless you, poor souls that do play Destiny.
Listen, I will say this much for Crap's defense, okay? I've been watching a lot of the first coverage and things like that because I want to see. Destiny 2 is really going to be Destiny again. But they've made some tweaks. They've made a couple things. They listened to what the majority of people, I think, wanted in the community. And like I said, the thing about Destiny is this. Don't get excited about the new maps. Don't get excited that it went from 6 to 4. Don't get excited that now you don't have to go to orbit. It's all that's just like, that's all icing on the cake. The thing about Destiny that's great is you're going to get new guns, new missions. You do make great gaming relationships, Crap. I'll tell you right now. I'm telling you. I'm going to force you. There's nothing coming out in September that I can think of that's that big of a deal. Maybe Forza, but you're not going to be like, no, Mooch, I'm not playing Destiny with you. I got to go around in a circle a couple more times. So you're not doing that. All right, I'm not going to let you do that. You're going to play Destiny for at least September. You're going to have a good time with it. You know, and I think you'll see what I mean by all the people that keep jumping in and out of the fire team and the multiplayer. You're really going to get into it. You're going to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that before. I've heard we're going to get into things, and then...
you also have to stay up past the streetlights being on. so if you don't mind.
That's going to be the toughest part of all.
Yeah, either that or all of us have to quit our jobs to play with you during the day.
Yeah.
Whichever's easier.
Hey, Jay, who do we got on deck?
Yeah, who do we got on deck?
We've got William Neal Galloway. So pay very close attention. He's got a thick accent. I had a hard time actually deciphering some of his voicemail, but you guys should be able to do it.
Jay had a hard time. We're screwed.
Yeah.
Morning, Crap Gamer Merchant, Graphic God. How are you guys doing? And then, are you still really excited for the Xbox One X? And I hope you are, and I'm really excited as well. Like, what other games would you like to see come for 4K patches? I would like games like Mafia 3 and GTA 5. Hope you're having a good day. My name is William Neal Galloway. Peace out.
Okay, so yes, what games do we want to see get enhanced to 4K?
Yeah, you know what? The ones that I want are getting enhancement.
I know, right?
5, Gears 4.
Yeah.
We're getting a new Forza, and Forza Horizon 3 is Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Most of the games that I play, most of
Witcher
the games.
3?
Witcher 3.
Titanfall?
I'm looking forward to that Shadow of War. Like, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna support that game. I haven't beat the first one. Which have you picked it up? The Game of the Year edition is $4 right now.
Is it still $4? I'm gonna get it then.
It's 4. Yeah, it's 4 on Xbox Live.
Let me ask you. I'm actually gonna pull a Crap Gamer move. I bought it. I don't know if you noticed this, but the Game of the Year edition for $4 on Xbox went way late. It came on way late. So I bought it for $4 on PSN.
I did too.
So I guess I'm going to double dip because I would like to support these guys.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why I want to support them so much is they came out, they're taking their time, they're really using the One X to all of its capabilities, right? Any developer that's going to do that, they're going to have my support. So
yeah, you did a video on that. And
that you know, like for me, I'm going to support developers that support my hobby. You know, it's a symbiotic relationship. You know, if they're going to put in the work and do that, then I'm going to do that. In return, I'm going to buy their games. If they don't want to support the One X in a fair capacity, then then I'm not going to support their games, and that's just what they're going to have to deal with.
Well, you said something in your video, and I think we really need to talk about it for a second here. It was, don't listen, folks. Listen to me. Do not listen to the developers right now that are saying we haven't really looked into the Xbox One X. They're liars.
Yep.
They're absolutely liars. They're either in contractual regions or they haven't really touched it yet. We now know that it takes like a month for a big game to probably get turned over with because of UWP and all the easy, all the complications are gone now. And so even Destiny, let's keep talking about that for a second. Destiny 2, like, we're not really sure what we're doing for Destiny 2.
Yeah,
you're full of shit, Bungie.
Yeah, I know. Like, you know what the thing is, that's that whole marketing deal nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. If fucking even Shadow of War, right? They're like, yeah, we got the game up in a couple hours running on the 1X 4K. You know what I mean? And now they're taking all this extra time to really kind of make the game better, and and kind of make it have better graphics and better lighting, and they're really getting their time to kind of just overall improve the performance and the look of the game, and that's what we need. Like, it doesn't take long to get the games running on the damn thing, but to completely dismiss it and go, oh, well, maybe we'll look in, maybe my ass, you know what I mean? Like, you better get that shit going, like, or you're not getting my money, and I've got a few dozen crapaholics that if I'm like, hey, avoid this shit, they're gonna avoid it, you know what I mean? And that number grows. That's just how it is, man. And I'll be frank with people. I'm not supporting shit that doesn't support the 1X because I'm spending $500 on this thing. So the developers better support it.
That's actually a valid point, and I think that's something that should be it should be talked about as we progress through the fall. You know what I mean? Because if they're not going to support something, there's a lot of gamers going out to buy this. And forget it. This isn't just about the Xbox One X. This is the progression. Right, the supposed PS5 that's on the way any day now, that's going to be of the same power or a little stronger. So are the devs then going to be like, no, we're so tired. This is exhausting. No, it's what? It's exhausting. Like, get to work. I'm so tired. And that's the same thing, with the Cuphead stuff. Like, crap, me and you went back and forth, kind of banged heads on that. Like, I'm tired of people with the whole, feel bad for the devs. Woe is the dev.
Hey man, it was three people who went into Hawk, man, trying to follow a dream, man. I'm all about that.
3 people opened McDonald's at one point in time too. Don't forget about those poor bastards sweating over a burger.
Yeah, 10 cents, man. That was a hell of a prospect right there.
Yeah, they had to sell every burger. I don't think they ate for 2 weeks. these guys you're talking about, they have swimming pools and 4 cars. Listen, they're fine. They're fine. But it is what it is. I just think that, like, we've got to stop with the developers being like, we're not going to do that. Well, that's fine. Like you said, then don't do it, and then we don't buy it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm buying Destiny 2 on Xbox One because I know they're going to give the X the treatment. They're going to give the X the full 4K treatment. Bungie just won't do that. The same nonsense occurred when the first Destiny came out. Remember, the first one was rumored like, uh-oh, Destiny might not be 1080p. And then, like, 2 weeks later, after Microsoft was like, just do it, they were like, okay. And then it was like, hey, this just in, Xbox One, Destiny, 1080p. And I was like, oh, that was
they weren't really sure, but I do remember, like, the beta was 900p, and people were flipping the fuck out about that. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
Well, whatever. The beta's the beta.
Well, yeah, well, you tell people that, they're like, hey, the beta is basically the finished product. But anyway,
question, and I know we want to get to the next call, but listen, real quick, crap. So the beta for Destiny, right? Is that going to be 1440p on the PS4 and 1080p on the Xbox One because it's coming out this summer?
That's a good damn question, man.
Yeah. Wait till that shit hits the fan.
I heard that it wasn't going to be 1080p on the regular base Xbox One.
Oh, it's got to at least be 1080p.
No, I heard 900p because I heard.
What's Bungie? You got a hot tub time machine?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just telling you what I had heard.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, man.
Let's go to our next call. Let's go to Triple Cup Chuck.
Triple Cup Chuck, and he's up.
He's up.
What up with your crap and Mooch and Jay Williams? This your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And man, I got a good ass question for y'all this week, Kim. If y'all had the opportunity to do a Mooch and Crap takeover of the IGN Unlocked broadcast, how would y'all run it? What changes would y'all make? What things y'all do different for 1 week and 1 week only? Well, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm out.
Damn, that's a good question, actually, man. Give that man a prize.
Yeah, right.
Jesus. Yeah, that was a damn good question. Well, first of all, Ryan, you're gone.
Yep.
Sleva, you're gone.
Sleva, you're playing your cardigan.
Yes, you're both gone. Who the hell else is on there? Destin, maybe he could stick around.
I think Destin might have to stick around.
He might. Could be like the Mooch and Crap intern or something. You know, he could work his way up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Get us some coffee.
He's changed his mind. He's got the right attitude for a while now.
Yeah. So you know he could get us some coffee. You know, maybe he can chime in a little bit. You know, with the that's right, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah.
I would also have Alana be there. Would have to be front and center.
They'd have to like keep me away from Naomi because I'd be like sniffing around the dressing room.
Crap would be completely on the other side of the table. Not even where his feet could reach.
I know, I'd be like a super creepy dude. I'm not really creepy. Come on.
No, I don't.
No, we're just messing around.
Rack him up. That's great. Yeah. Perfect, Jay. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, you know what? I'd have like me and Mooch and probably a couple other people we know.
J-Dubs. Get J-Dubs in there.
Yeah,
I want him on sound effects.
Yeah, he could be in there helping us out, chiming in with some awesome Canadian mannerisms and stuff. Like
and get this crap. You know what else we'd really do? We would be talking about Xbox related shit. How about that?
Yeah, that would be
really
phenomenal. Yeah.
That would be
Megaton. Hey, I can tell you this much: we'd be much more entertaining. Xbox fan, we'd grow that podcast. The reason why we'd grow it is because you complain about the stuff that actually needs complaining. You don't fucking go out of your way as an Xbox podcast to find shit to hate on because there's enough of that already, and people are sick of that. That's the reason why you see the YouTubers and stuff like that grow, because people are tired of the bullshit.
They really
100%,
are.
But great question, Triple Cup.
Awesome, Triple Cup. Great.
That
great.
was.
I mean, the reason that's so great is that it actually makes you think. I like questions that actually make you think. Say, well, what would you do differently? I mean, we talked about getting rid of the cast parts, people that we wouldn't want. We added the people we would. We would discuss actual subjects. And listen, that doesn't mean you can't bash Xbox. I mean, we just sat here right now and told you that, you know, maybe someone else should be doing the Xbox Live stuff every week on the Xbox channel. And then after Phil gets done doing E3, we need to have an actual motivational salesperson that get up there, and not Chris Charla and Dan from Forza.
Yeah.
You gotta have some. I would actually like to see Aaron Greenberg on stage. I don't know if he's got stage fright or he doesn't like to do that, but Aaron would be great on stage. I see Aaron coming out there. He would just grab a guitar and smash it on the ground and be like, "This is why you buy shit, because it's fucking great." You know, and he would just go off on a tangent. So, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely certain things that we would definitely do on Podcast Unlocked that would be not just all pro Xbox, but my God, sometimes you put on that show, not sometimes, every time, and it's just a bash Xbox from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, so. It's a bash kind
Thanks,
of thing,
Triple Cup. Great idea.
Yeah,
and
great question. Great question. Man, that was actually, I was really impressed with that question. I'm no lie, man. That was very inventive. Who do we got on deck there, J-Dubs?
We've got Space Cat.
Space Cat, okay.
Hey, happy birthday to Space Cat.
Yeah,
this
happy
past
birthday.
week, too.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? I was just wondering, if there could be any game, that you guys would like to see get a 4K patch for the X, or enhanced, what game would it be? Okay.
I think Space Cat's going through puberty.
Hey, we've already answered that one. But you know what? I would love to hear, again, like all the ones that are getting the patch are ones that I wanted. So I'm very happy about that.
Is there any? I mean, the one that I think we all wanted that we haven't heard from is Sunset Overdrive.
You know what? That's a good one. I would love to see a patch on that. You know.
Well, yeah, not just the 4K textures, but that in HDR.
Oh my gosh, that would pop. I mean, you don't know because you don't have an HDR TV, but
I will when the X comes out. I got news for you. Shout out to Sajibot. I am getting an OLED. When the X is out, I'll already have an OLED in the house. Like, I am going all out for this bad boy. So
did they announce if they were going to make Shadow of Mordor a 4K patch as well?
Well, you know what? Shadow of Mordor has a 4K patch on the PS4 Pro.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yes. So I would assume it'd be super simple to do that. And I really like the idea that they're getting people pumped up by offering that for super cheap right now. I mean, I know Sony is too, but yeah, like that game is phenomenal.
Yeah, no, I think that Sunset Overdrive needs to get the treatment, just because it's a fan favorite. It's something that's completely categorized with the Xbox One. It's it wasn't a launch game, but it came out so early in the generation.
Yeah.
And listen, let's be honest. We're talking HDR. You're talking colors galore, right? You're talking about 4K. It's a cartoony, like beautiful cartoon work. If you're gonna drool over Ratchet and Clank, you're gonna lose your mind over Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
So
I
it would be
agree.
nice if Insomniac could go back and do a little something.
They're probably a bit too busy putting some QTEs in the new Spider-Man game. You know,
don't forget everybody. Yeah, the QTEs that were not popular in 2013 are extremely popular. Very, very kitschy in 2018. So it's gonna be really cool to see.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be, it's gonna be phenomenal. You know what's funny? That reminds me because I watch. I don't know if you watch it, but like Screen Junkies does, like every week they do a like a game trailer and then a movie trailer where it's like they got this guy doing voiceovers and basically kind of making fun of the game. So they did Spider-Man 2 from the movie Spider-Man 2, like the Tobey Maguire one, right? Mm-hmm. And so they're like, one of the jokes that he made was, you know, we actually want a good Spider-Man game because he's definitely worried about the new one because it looks like there's an awful lot of QTEs, and he's like, I'm looking at you, Insomniac. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought that was funny, you know, but like the PlayStation fanboys would probably not be a big fan of that because, you know, obviously, you know.
Well, you know, crap, and I listen, you know, especially this podcast in particular, this MNC Mornings here, to talk about like tweets that have come out, but a tweet just came out, which will be a little bit old when this is showing. But Jez said today, the next Xbox is already being designed. So what's great about seeing things like that, and we knew that. That's not groundbreaking, folks. Phil said that the successor
this just in, Megaton.
Mega. But the
Megaton.
I mean, it is kind of a megaton, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's going to be something that people thought wouldn't happen. We didn't even know if consoles were going to do well this generation. They're killing it.
Yeah.
And I think personally, you're going to see something explode out of Microsoft for the next generation, because Microsoft has set themselves up for the before, during, and after, right? It's back compat and future compat. And we said this last week, crap, but it has to be mentioned again. Sony is very hush-hush. They're not doing back compat at all. And not only are they going to do that moving forward, you said they have to. I think they have to.
Yeah.
But are they going to?
I don't see
$400 million on Gaikai, which is what PS Now is.
Look, PS Now, they took a gamble on that shit. And I said this a long time ago. Streaming games wasn't nothing new. There were other services out there, but gamers, it's not movies, right? Games really depend on the fidelity of the network and stuff like that. And there's input lag. Like, to a movie, it doesn't matter, right? But for video games, input lag is everything. And if you ever try to play PlayStation Now, when you press buttons, it's not responsive. You know what I mean? There's not really a way to do that since you're just streaming it. Like, I don't see how it could be, how they could ever get it to where it was good, or, you know, you're going to need to be constantly connected. If they did PlayStation Now where you could download the games like Game Pass, that's cool.
Yes.
You know? But they're not doing that. It's like you got to do this terrible streaming thing. They were the one that gambled. Like, to me, I'd say just bite the bullet. You know, you spent $400 million on it, write it off, whatever. You know.
I agree.
Who do we got on deck, J-Dubs? Yeah, that's cool. High five, bro. Jay!
That's so great.
I think Jay took his piss a little bit early.
Yeah, he did. He went early. He's like, I'm going to do it at the next voicemail.
Yeah.
Or whenever I want, which is also a good time.
You know Jay! You know what's funny on Twitter is that Assassin. I seen you talking to him about that Spider-Man thing.
So great.
Yeah, that dude never likes anything for the most part. He's just like, that new Spider-Man movie was okay. It was better than, it wasn't as good as every other one except for 3 though. You know, it's just like,
well, you know, let me give Assassin a little bit of fuel here. I haven't seen the movie, so this isn't about the movie, but this is my comment about the Spider-Man game crap that I've said over and over again. Like, I understand that there's going to be a couple of cool QTEs. There's going to be a couple cool action sequences we saw where you follow a helicopter and swing from building to building. Don't forget that was all choreographed too, right? Even though it was a video game, it's all It's all made so you don't see Spider-Man whack into a wall and then fall down 16 stories, and then it goes reset and start over. So you don't see all that. It just looks so seamless and so great, like it's an actual movie you're controlling. And that's the case in certain circumstances. But this game is a game you guys have already played 1,000,000 times. Yeah. 1,000,000 times.
In fact, you can find like a ton of them on the 360. There's even, I think, 1 or 2 on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These games usually aren't that good. And I will say that the QTE stuff has me a little bit worried as well. Are you back, Jay?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Good stuff, man.
I'm back.
Who do we got on deck, bro?
We have HUD Zero.
HUD Zero.
Oh, let's hear it from HUD.
Hey, what's going on? This is HUD Zero, the old school gamer, the Ironheart of Xbox. Just wanted to tell you guys that you guys are doing an awesome job. I've been finding out a lot of different things, and a lot of things have been disturbing. Certain YouTubers, such as this Tony guy, I'm just going to call him Tony P. He's been hating on Xbox for a very long time, and I've been listening only about 5-6 minutes of this stuff, and it's been really difficult to swallow what he's been talking about. He's been hating on it, and he claims he's not a fanboy, but obviously he hates the abilities of the Xbox One X, and he is doubting that the Xbox One X is going to do that well. And I've been hearing in my circles that the Xbox One X is the most wanted item, even though it's not available for pre-order, and I am guaranteeing you that the pre-orders are going to be astronomical. And I believe Phil and Aaron and the rest of the Xbox team knows that, which is probably the reason why that, they are, like a lot of PR talk talking about that, the FCC and also gathering their information. And, they want to make sure there's enough consoles out there for everyone. So I just wanted to hear what you guys, Mooch, Crap, and of course Jay, I wanted to get your feedback too. What do you feel about this? And what do you think the numbers are? Do you think that the haters out there are scared that the Xbox One X is going to put a blemish on their Sony dreams, and the ponies are going to start running? Just let me know about it.
He called us directly from PSN, apparently.
Yes, he called us from PSN, and I don't know if you realized it, but he was listening to M&C Mornings in the background.
I can hear the seagulls.
I heard the seagulls. So it was Bam and then being you.
Yeah.
He asked a couple
That's
of good
a true
questions.
fan right there.
Absolutely.
Calling MC in mornings while listening to M&C Mornings.
We got him so fired up while he was listening to M&C Mornings. I got to talk to these sons of bitches.
Hell yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. If you guys got to call us in, and then while you're listening, because that would be awesome.
Absolutely. No, he said something that we should discuss though. Crap. I said this I think I said it on Xbox Nation a few weeks ago, and I'll bring it up again today. Xbox One X is going to do very well. Okay? Very well. It's going to do probably not what, the very well number that I think it's going to do is not going to be right off the gate. It's not going to happen day 1, day 2. But after this Christmas, and like I said, the reason that Xbox is being so confident about the Xbox One X is because they know once people see the games playing on it, there's enough of a difference to be able to say, I want that console in my house.
Exactly. And you know what sucks is, like, you could tell Xbox fans want to be so excited, but then, like, I mentioned this yesterday on Twitter, like, some of them just act like they're scared animals or whatever, like, they're like, I don't know, but this could happen, or this could, like, shut up, like, man up. This is going to be great. Stop worrying about things for so much, you know what I mean? Like, the games are going to be great. They're going to look better. You're going to have the best console. You have a console that makes most PCs look like shit. You have a console that makes every other console looks like shit. Enjoy it. Yeah. Like, stop fussing so much, Xbox fans. You deserve it. Like, fuck, this has been 3.5 years of bullshit.
Yeah, and don't start with the nonsense. It's $4.99, Mooch. All right, listen, look, if the price bothers you, I don't know. I have no idea why you're listening to podcasts.
Yeah,
I really have no idea.
I say get a job if you can't afford it.
Exactly, or like fucking start for 30 cents a day.
For 30 cents a day, but no, it's actually 45 cents. It's 45 cents. Listen, my whole thing is this. It's not to say that you need to do this or you need to do that, but you can't sit here and discuss logically about gaming and tell me that you're into gaming. I've been playing games for 20 years, Mooch, and you start pounding your fist on the desk and this and that. And then you're like, but for $4.99 for 4 years entertainment, screw you and Microsoft. What? Like, I just don't get it. You could tell me that you can say, I'm not buying that because I invested in the Pro and I'm going all Sony. Fine. No one's saying you have to be a multi-console home. You don't. But don't be an Xbox guy and be like, I can't even understand how in God's green earth I could ever reasonably come to the justification of $4.99. Like, what's the problem? I mean, it's 4 years you're going to have this box in your house. It's multimedia. It's a social box. You're always hanging. Most games are all online. You're going to be getting improved graphics, improved lighting, improved draw distance, 4K textures, the assets. It's going to work very well. It's got a 4K Blu-ray player in it, which I think the cheapest one on the market right now is $250, maybe $300. I'm not seeing your case. And if you're really just adamant about not buying it, don't complain either. Then this is not for you. You know, I mean, this whole world, everything we're talking about is not for you. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
You know, there's a lot. Like, I love Teslas. I like them too. I think they're really great. But I'm not going to pay $95,000 so I can plug my car in. It's not for me. I also don't show up to Tesla podcast and be like, screw you guys. Where's my $20,000 Tesla?
We're not Patreon podcast Tesla supporters.
Yeah, we're not.
Hey, there's plenty of people out there that do those. So
absolutely.
By the way, support us on Patreon, folks.
I was just going to say, take a minute here to. I want to thank a lot of people. By the way, there's been so many great people that have joined the Patreon in the past 2 weeks. We've gained so many new members. Thank you. The content for you guys is coming. We put it out twice a month. We just did our giveaway last week. Crap, we got another one in 3 weeks.
The funny thing was right, like this guy Jackal, right? So I've been corresponding with them, and he's in Australia. So he asked for, he said he's good with Xbox Live through 2021. So he's like, could you get me a year of PS Plus? And I was like, sure. So I look into it, but those are region locked to your specific regions. So I was like, well, you know, what you could do is create an American account for free, and then, you know, you're going to share it on your thing or whatever anyway, so it'll all be good. And he goes, you know what, dude? He goes, you know what you guys should do is just donate that 60 to a charity or something. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so he just wanted us to, so I asked him back, I'm in the middle of correspondence with him, like, what, is there a particular one? Because that's always an option too, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely down for that. That would be great. And we would actually, we'll post it too. We'll post it so everyone can see where the money goes.
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. Like it's been a really cool thing to kind of meet and interact with so many people and things like that, and which actually gives me kind of an idea. I gotta sit there and do a little shout out, man. We got Josha Z, Jack, Delilah HD, Justin B, Lethal Papa, John S, Mark D, G-Man 209, Longshot 316, what up, bro? Ethan, Seer Bliss, Killing Dan, Snoopy, Jazzy Noop Xbox, Silent Bob X, ooh-wee.
I love that one. That's my favorite. Please never leave. Or if you're in crap, do that.
Cliche as F. Michael C. Dirt Griggity. Thank you
Diggity,
guys.
diggity.
Yes, thank you guys so freaking much, man. It definitely means everything to us that you guys go out there and support us.
And that's just the tier for the shoutouts. There's so many more of you.
There's a lot more. Like Foxfire, she's a big time supporter and a good friend of the show.
Absolutely.
You know, like that. It's always welcome. I mean, you don't have. Nobody has to do that. But hey, let me tell you this: for $1 and a dream,
folks,
can get entered to win a game or Xbox Live or whatever you want. Yeah. So, like, to me, that's well worth it, and it keeps the show sounding good. I think the show's sounding better than ever.
Well, not just that, but we just talked about it before we did this show. There's a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of meetings. There's a lot going on with the show in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. We hope you like the content that we're preparing behind the scenes, and you guys will see it all. But you know, but things like Crap just said, for $1 and a dream, okay, so you can get a new game. You can get PS Plus, you can get Xbox Live, or you can tell us, take that $60 and maybe you want to gift it to somebody that you know in the gaming community that doesn't have a game or a new game that's come out that they wanted, or you want to gift it to a charity.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll make sure that we show where the money goes, and that's really great. That's what it's all about. You guys tell us where you want that money to go, and that's where we'll utilize
100%. It's all about you guys and for you guys. So we're very appreciative. Who do we got on deck there, J Dubs?
We've got Hamwich.
Yeah, Hamwich.
Hey, morning, guys. Hey, this is Hamwich. I'm just calling in about the Xbox One X that's coming out this fall. I'm looking at trying to get a new headset. I've been using my Turtle Beach X42s from, oh God, forever ago. I was wondering if you guys had heard of any kind of new one coming out that didn't have to plug into the controller. So yeah, just let me know. See you guys.
Well, you know, he couldn't have asked this at a better time. I finally got the issue taken care of with my Astro A50s that are designed specifically for the Xbox One and PC only. And to be honest with you, I would not recommend the Astro A50s. They're completely wireless. I looked for something that also didn't plug into the controller. I may look into crap. I don't even know if it's out yet. Tell me if it's out. But Xbox has that silver Xbox One headset that they came out with that supposedly also doesn't need it Bluetooths right into the Xbox. Do you remember seeing that before E3?
I think so, probably.
Well, anyways, I don't know if that's out yet, but I would recommend that, or I would like to recommend the Turtle Beaches. I know a lot of people are going to say no, but I've owned Turtle Beaches since about 2008, maybe 2009. If I'm really wrong, 2010, but not any later. Now I've had Turtle Beaches for a long time, folks, and my Turtle Beaches, I've had almost no issues. Nothing I can really tell you to stamp your feet and pound your fist and say this sucked. They've been great. And the Astros I've had for 6 months, and it's been a nightmare. So and don't get me wrong, I have the wireless ones. People have the 840s. They're like, it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's like putting butter on toast. And I'm like, that's fine, but the 850s are not.
Yeah.
And I don't like having the wire. You know what I mean? Like, you get up, you go get yourself a beer in the middle of a round. You either got to put your controller down, or you got to unhook it, or you got to take the controller with you to the kitchen. I like to be able to just keep the headset on, keep the conversation flowing, and
like,
put the controller down.
You got to go to the bathroom, then you just you can just go take a piss and take everything with you. That's what
you just hit mute on the head. Well, and there's something you didn't want to know.
Take it down.
Yeah.
What are you doing, crap? I don't know, man.
Why is this unusual stool in the bathroom? I have to put my controller down. Oh, that makes perfect sense.
I just use Turtle Beaches, man. I like Turtle Beaches.
Are very good. On my Xbox in my basement, in the man cave, I have my Turtle Beach Stealth. I think they're the Stealth X800. I think they are.
Yeah, I've got the same ones. And, you know, like, something else to mention is that since Xbox has done that update, you can turn on certain audio effects that really enhance the headphones these days. So yeah, try them out. They're really amazing.
Jay, let me ask you a question then. Let's build on this question. The Dolby Atmos, which is a $15 fee, is that something that I should look into for my wireless headsets or no?
I'm not actually sure if the headsets support it. I do know that it works well with audio systems like receivers and stuff like that, but I'm sure that some of the high-end headphones will support that for sure. But the feature that's listed now, which the name escapes me, it really did a big difference at least that I found it did. It really enhanced the sound. It made them really just vibrant. I don't know if that's the right word for sound.
Is it on the console in settings?
Yeah, it's in the settings in the console.
Send me well, maybe we can get on Xbox Live after this, or send me a link. I'd like to know what you're talking about. I may have it already taken care of. I don't know.
Yeah,
but great question by Hamwich. By the way, Hamwich was great. His name just makes it sound like he's like easy, like Sunday morning should be played in the background while he's talking. He sounded like he had like a stick of straw in his mouth, and he's like, "Well, guys, I don't know about you, but you guys got a headset you can recommend?" All right, Hamwich out. Please.
He needs his own slogan. His slogan should be: "A sandwich is a sandwich, but a Hamwich is a gamer."
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'm bump.
I see T-shirt all over that.
I do, man. We need a T-shirt immediately. Yes. Immediately. Okay, let's get another voicemail in. We're on a roll here.
Yeah, we are. This is a great show.
Sure. So we've got 3 left, and we've got Gmiles9.
Hey guys, I don't know how this is supposed to work. Told me to leave a message after the beat. I guess I'm the only weirdo that hadn't figured it out yet. But if anybody does get this message, I think you guys are doing a great job. We missed Mooch on Friday, but you know it is what it is. We better be back this Friday because we've been looking for you, bro.
Mooch Maniac.
I think you guys do a great job. You're a great tandem. I just think you got to be deaf, dumb, blind, and stupid if you can't see that all the stuff that they're doing with Microsoft, all the innovation, all the different features they have, and everybody wants complaining, oh, all you got is features, you got no games. And they say that, and in a moment PlayStation steals one of the features that Microsoft has or adds it to their repertoire. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever, we got it on PlayStation, blah, 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 and all of a sudden now it's good. And it's just, I don't know, it's so blatant, so obvious. It's just dumb to me. My deal, I mean, I guess it's been said 1,000 times, beating like a dead horse. One, I hope y'all pay attention to the question, because I'm trying to figure the question out, and I know y'all like to play with your fidget spinners or text or get on Snapchat or whatever y'all be doing, and you forget the question. But one question is, why is it that everybody's so blind to the facts? PlayStation's interface has been the same since PlayStation 3, 2. It hasn't changed. Oh, there's live little movement in the background. Who cares? It's just little images. It's a clean display. It's boring. There's nothing there. They don't try. All the games do look very similar. I mean, they're good games. They look similar. Like you say, it's just one game with a different skin on it. And I mean, I don't know, it just frustrates me. And I like all the games. And, you know, I prefer Xbox. I'm an Xbox fan, but I enjoy PlayStation too. And I'm not the person that's going to say, oh, PlayStation is garbage. No, I say PlayStation doesn't innovate enough. They don't do enough to keep me interested. Xbox does above and beyond. But my question is, again, why do you think everybody is so blind to the blatant fact that Xbox does everything, listen to the customer, and PlayStation doesn't give a crap? All right, man, I hope y'all get this. And, but again, yes, G-Miles9. And I listen to you guys all the time. I think you're a great crew. I look forward to hearing the answer. Later, guys.
Let me just start off by saying that gentleman's question, okay, which was in a few parts, is the essence of why I got onto YouTube in the first place. And bravo to that man right there, G-Miles9, awesome. First of all, I want to just say, in a little bit of comic relief, I thought it was really funny. First of all, it was hard to hear him with whatever mic he was using. So it almost sounded like the beginning of Independence Day when the spaceship was coming over the Earth, because he was like, "If anybody even gets this message," and I was like, "Well," so like almost like he just dropped it in the middle of like a bottle and threw it into the Atlantic Ocean. But no, that was great, G-Miles. What he's saying was one of my first tweets that I did and I got into was I took my PS3 and I just took a piece of paper, I put a 4 on it, and I taped the 4 right on top of the 3. And I tweeted it out and I said, I can't wait till this comes out. Basically what I meant by that was there's nothing to the PS4. Now people are going to go, Mooch, take it easy, okay? Xbox has had 15 different UIs. There's apparently a problem there. Okay, there was a problem, but they kept making it better.
The problem was they were forced to change every fucking thing.
Well, that's too, yes. They had to change everything because people didn't want to connect. But Crap's right. Crap's 100% right. But I mean, but with the PS4, even if you're a PS4 fan, it's just the same UI you had the last 9 years. It's nothing different. The fact that now you have a theme with a different song, that's not a big deal when you're talking about these things are microcomputer. These are little PCs right now. You know, I mean, that's not a very hard thing to do, to put an image in the background of a computer. It's not really hard. So, and Sony actually has the gall to charge you for it.
Yeah.
A lot of money, I might add. Anywhere from $2.99 to like $10 for a picture. But I mean, Crap, he makes a really good point that why is it people don't look at the obvious things? Like the game differential between 900p and 1080p was not that big of a deal. The UI never changed. What was so innovative in the PS4 era, this generation, except for the hype from the media that drove people in herds to go pick one up? I'm with G-Miles on this. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. The reason I'm an Xbox fan is I like the features. I like that they listen to the customer. We wanted back and pat, you got it, right? You wanted this and that, you got it. You want a different UI, you got it. You
wanted access,
you wanted EA access,
cross-play. You wanted original Xbox backwards compatibility, you got it. You know, like
You know, I mean, yeah. That's great.
I love that. Yeah,
it's true. I mean,
it
you know,
is.
crap. I mean, so, and I'm sorry to take the mic for so long here, but G-Miles kind of hit a real. That's a spot in Mooch's art right there where it's kind of like that's the reason I got into this.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see what other people were talking. I'm like, and they're like, I just can't wait to get a PS4 because, like you had said in many videos, there's knack coming in a PS3 UI. Why am I excited?
Hey, there's that GT Sport, fellas. Come on.
Yeah.
That game looks like shit. I mean, I've been seeing comparisons now. hey, J-Dubs, do you got a little rap that we could go into?
Definitely. Let's do it.
Let's hear that.
Yes.
Let's boot it.
Been away for a while, but now they're back. It's the Best Damn Podcast with Mooch and Crap. Pull up your chair, sit back and relax. They got news, reviews, the info and the facts. It's M&C Morning with Mooch, Crap Gamer, and J-Dubs.
Yeah, he's cool, man. He can
It's
rap.
actually not a bad. You know, we should start using that for a few of the intros.
I know that is badass.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to play that for a while. It was a good call for Jay to mention that we should.
That's the Xbox community's Weird Al Yankovic, I believe.
Yeah, dude. Like Nukem, man. That guy is a good friend of the show, man.
Very
good guy.
talented. Very talented.
Yeah, he's been wanting to game a little bit. But have you guys ever had this been in these kind of moods where you don't really feel like gaming much? Like, I've been more in a, want to watch movie kind of mood than game mood lately.
It goes in spurts. I would say that right now, my biggest issue, I'm glad you brought that up. My biggest issue is not that I don't want a game, but something's happening right now where I got the huge backlog, right? So I've got all these games that I still want to get done before the summer's out. But at the same time, it's happened the past 3 nights, right? And shout out to Nath and Zaire. They were both.
I've seen you playing some.
We've been playing a lot of Gears, dude. Like, I've been playing like stupid amounts of Gears of War, and like it's pulling me from Prey. I can't get to Prey. I'm not finishing Dark Souls. I'm not getting to any of these games because I'm playing Gears of War 4 multiplayer. And let me give you an example. Crap. This is the same thing that happened many summers ago when I told you I kind of just got hooked, line, and sinker with that Last of Us multiplayer. For some reason, it was a good community, good group of people I knew playing it, and it was fun. And I'm having that same summer. This is the summer of Gears. You know, this is the summer of Gears for me. Like, I just can't say no to it. It doesn't matter what story I'm in or what I'm doing as far as a game's concerned. The minute I get, like, an invite that says, dude, we're playing Gears, you in? I don't even, like, last night, I was saying no, and I typed, be right there. I was like, what the fuck is that? Who wrote that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I literally wanted to do what you said. I was just going to watch some TV, just kind of chill or catch a YouTube show and just relax. And I'm like, and I ended up playing 3 hours of Gears. Just real crazy stuff. But yeah, I know what you mean. You go through these dips, right? These dips and valleys.
Yeah. Like, I was just like checking out some movies and stuff and watching some YouTube and TV and stuff. Just kind of catching up because like usually I only have time for one or the other.
Right.
And so like now that a lot of the shows that I watch are on hiatus, I can catch up like on Netflix and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of ebbs and flows, but it's weird that the past couple of days I've had time, but then just haven't really had the kind of desire to really do much gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do we got on deck there, J-Dubs?
We've got our old friend Dan C.
Dan C.
Dan's been known to be able to talk, if I remember correctly.
Yo, what's up, Mooch? Crap, this Dan from Florida. Just calling again. Sorry about last voicemail I left, man. I know it went a little bit of a, going off and some of these ponies and PC elitists and whatnot. But you know what? I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm looking at my Xbox, and I, got up, went and got me some hot sauce. Now, I looked at my Xbox again, I said, it came to me, I'm like, sauce. And I'm just wondering, hey, Mooch, what happened to that guy? His name was X that was on your podcast of last year, one of them days. He was talking about the Microsoft and the secret sauce. I mean, I just wonder if that secret sauce is still real, man. Maybe it is, maybe not. Just to think that with a flick of a switch, your Xbox One, your fat Xbox One could be a big beast 4K mode. Anyways, I'm just joking. I'm bored. Love the show. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Parasite X.
Yeah, 2 things.
5.5 T-flops.
Right. Well, before you even get into that, I thought what was really funny is he's like, I'm from Florida. I got up and went and got some hot sauce. And I'm thinking to myself, do Floridians really need to start sweating more with hot sauce?
I don't drink no hot sauce.
No. I can see that not being in your repertoire. Up here in the north, we love hot wings. You see people. There's people who have like
Hellhammer's ass loves that shit, man. I don't. I don't.
Oh, you want listen? If you said to me honestly, don't get me wrong. I've went on some of the greatest dinners, but if sometimes a great dinner can be just like you go out to like a local dive, get a couple of pictures of beer, and you get some amazing hot wings up here. I mean, Buffalo wings, right? It's Buffalo, New York, folks. Yeah.
Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button, man. If we get the 400 likes on this video, we'll do 2 top 10s next week.
Yeah, two. Wow, how about that crap?
Yeah, if you get the 400 though.
Thanks for running that. Thanks for running that past the staff.
Yeah, man. I just totally threw that out there.
Yeah.
Man.
How do you feel about that, J-Dubs?
Yeah, we got to get that 2 and 2.
Yeah, Jay, now you have 2 to edit next week, thanks to crap.
If they can get the 400, dude, we're giving.
Now listen, I agree with you, but let me tell you why you're wrong. Hey. When Mooch is yelling at you as J-Dubs, right?
Well, listen. Did you ever get your last week MNC uploaded so he could put it on iTunes?
Yeah. Oh, it's there.
Oh, you did? Yeah, it took me a fucking week, and he's like, finally, I did it. Yeah, man, I forgot about it. Then I was like, oh, I was busy or whatever. But yeah, so also iTunes. Make sure you guys check out and rate us on iTunes. Get us up there.
Deal.
Yeah, I heard Jay. How are we doing on iTunes? Pretty good.
Last time I looked, of the latest episodes that we've put up since we've been back, I think we've had a maximum of about 1,100 views per show. So it's not as great as it was, but it'll pick up.
Yeah, we need to get people on there to rate it. Even if you don't listen to the whole things on there, head there, give us a good rating. Because we kick ass, man. There should be 11,000 views on each of those.
You know, it really is huge, Crap, because even if they don't listen to it, you go in, you rate it, and I got news for you. I don't think that's just me and Crap saying that. There's a lot of people that have podcasts that are like, go on iTunes, Google Play, click on it, click the like button or whatever they have. It makes a world of difference for ratings.
Absolutely.
Why don't we show them the intro for our iTunes commercial so that they can get a better view of it all?
That's a great idea.
That is a good idea. Great idea, Jay.
Outstanding.
Presentation mode.
Yes, sir. On the way.
What are the critics saying about MNC Mornings?
You suck!
Now here's what MNC Mornings had to say to the critics.
Hey, why don't you suck on these nuts?
Catch MNC Mornings on Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Now available on iTunes and Google Play.
Hell yeah. Now on Google Play and iTunes, bitches. Woo!
That's right.
Some people ask me about something called SoundCloud. I don't even know what that is.
SoundCloud, I actually looked into SoundCloud. The problem with SoundCloud is they don't give you very much space without paying a lot of money for it. And our shows are too long for SoundCloud right now. But, it's an option for the future.
Major Nelson's podcast is on SoundCloud.
Well, Major Nelson works for Microsoft.
Right.
We work for Mooch and Crap.
More facts from Crap, folks. Yeah. That should be a new segment.
Yes, more facts from Crap. And I could just, I'm going to write that down because that's a bit.
Yeah.
that is like, it could be really snarky.
Yeah, but it should be like that. Like, hey, Crap, you know about this? And you'd be like, Larry Herb works for Microsoft. And you do a J sound effect.
Hey, remember when we did that? Remember when we did that with Hideo Kojima? That one, I don't know if you remember that, but we were like, did you know he invented this? Like, we did it for a whole podcast. It was just this most ridiculous shit. Like,
I forgot about that. Yeah, we were like, whatever you're talking about, you're like Tesla, like the thing Kojima invented it. And you're like, oh yeah, of course.
Like, we were going on and on because it was something to do with, I think it was around that time when, Jeff Keighley was just like enamored with him.
Oh yeah, when he was praising him, and he gave
he took a picture
introduction.
He took a picture with him holding a PS4 copy of Metal Gear 5.
Yes, that's right, and it was signed, and he was like, no favoritism here. Please look away.
Yeah, that was funny as hell, man. That was one of the best fucking. I remember that. All right, Jay, who do we got left?
Who's left on?
So last we have Cliche as F, and he is a new Patreon supporter, I believe.
Welcome, Cliche as F. Yes, I know for a fact he is.
Thank you.
Hey guys, just like to say, Graphic God did an amazing job on that new logo for us. Mooch and Crap, love your content, love the podcasts. Question is,
Crapaholic.
what's the go with
Very
the
possible.
One X not being available to pre-order yet in the US? Because down here in Australia, we could pre-order that day one. Just doesn't really make much sense.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's definitely a crapaholic.
You know what? Like I don't think you can like technically really pre-order. I think some shops are taking pre-orders, but technically Microsoft hasn't opened up the pre-orders yet. So I think what they're waiting for, they said they're going to wait for the later this year.
Right.
Probably right after they show it off at Gamescom. For that way, the rest of like the European world and stuff like that get to see it, because Gamescom is big in that market, just like E3 is to the American market. So like America and UK and specifically watch E3, whereas all the rest of the European countries, you know what I mean, all the rest of the Europeans, they watch Gamescom. That's more their thing. So I believe that's what they're doing, and they're trying to set up some kind of trade-in stuff as well. Like if I was reading an article about Albert Pinello, and he was saying that they're working on some cool deals and stuff like that with retailers. So they might be offering some pretty good retailer trade-ins, man. I wouldn't be surprised if you see like $200 towards.
You're gonna see something like around 175, 200. Crap,
Yeah.
I'm almost guaranteeing it. And the thing about this with pre-orders is, people, we gotta stop it. Can we stop? Like, I mean, why don't you just tell your better half, or if you're listening, you're younger, tell your folks, ask them what this is what I want to have about 3 Christmases from now. Like, I don't understand why the pre-order thing is such a big deal. I can't. And let me rephrase that. I think it needs to exist. It doesn't need to go away. But it comes out November 7th. It's July. Like, that's literally like an IOU. It's like, who cares? Like, the fact that they're saying Gamescom is when it'll become available, right? And I don't know what the exact date is.
Which is August. It's like August 22nd.
So August 22nd, right? So you're almost in September. So let's just say the end of August, September 1st, it goes up for pre-order. All of September, all of October, and a weekend in November. I mean, come on, people. I mean, that's like 9 weeks ahead of schedule. Do you need to have the gratification and the fake receipt in your hand of the promise you made for like 16 weeks? I don't understand
Think
that.
about this. Sony announced the PS4 Pro, I think only a handful of weeks before it went up for sale.
That's right.
Remember, 'cause they held its own specific,
right?
And then, and then it went up for sale October.
Yeah, October, and like 26th or end of October, something like that.
It was,
And so I mean, guys, this is not
chill
that
out,
big of a deal.
It'll be all right.
And like I say, first of all, you're not going to not get it. Microsoft's not Nintendo.
There's not going to be shortages and shit.
No.
Like, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's a $500 box, guys. I mean, like literally, Microsoft would love it if they were like, "Holy shit, we sold them all." That's not going to happen. So relax.
Exactly.
I guess I just never picked up on that whole thing. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, like people are worried. They're freaked out that there's going to be some kind of shortage or something. I don't think there's going to be a big deal.
No.
At all. I think it'll be fine. Do we have a Wheel of Wonder this week, J-Dubs?
We definitely do.
Oh, okay. So you know what we should do? Let's give away Battlefield 1 this week, since it's the
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
The kind of live show or whatever. But
right.
Yeah, and then we'll do the EA Access the following week, if that's cool with everybody.
And it's a year of EA Access.
Yeah, a year of EA Access. So yeah, that's good. You got to put J-Dubs in presentation mode.
Oh, my fault. I'm in awe about that EA gift. That's just a fantastic prize.
It is. And hold on, I wanted to do a shout out because somebody that donated the code asked for a shout out. His name is Tyson. Shout out to you, bro. He just
Thanks,
upgraded.
Tyson.
Yeah, he just upgraded his X1 to a 1S, and he got Battlefront 1 as a full game download. And so, he sent it out. So he's like, could he get a brief shout out? Tyson1, or his name on Twitter is Tyson E1. So yeah, but he just goes by Tyson. So thanks, bro, cool. for the donation. We actually really appreciate it. Any of you guys get like a month of EA Access or a month of Xbox Live and you just don't want it, just donate it, man. We'll find it a good home with the Wheel of Wonder. It's going to be great. So we definitely appreciate it. Let's go ahead and roll the wheel.
Yes, and also shout out to Tony Almeida for giving us the 12 months for EA Access.
Yes, always, man. He's a big supporter, man. We really appreciate it, bro. Spin that wheel. Woo!
Spin that.
Here we go. Man, that thing's really spinning.
Yeah, it is.
Damn. Here we go. Who's going to win?
Hey, now.
Who's going to win?
Hey, now.
It's going to be William Neal Galloway, a new winner.
William Neal Galloway. He sounds like he should be like in some kind of like Shakespeare rendition on Broadway.
Yeah, man. Hot dog. We have a wiener.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
You know, we should refer to him as, let's give him a name. I like to call him Sir William Neal
Sir
Galloway.
William. Let's just call him Sir William.
Sir William.
Yeah, Sir William. That's his new name.
What a great name.
Sir
Congratulations
William.
on a great nickname you just picked up. I hope you put
Yes.
that as your username on Xbox Live.
Absolutely. And, we're going to catch you guys live again next week as well. And there's going to be some Patreon stuff going on here and there as well. So make sure you guys sign up for that because Patreon people get a timed exclusive podcast, and that's really pretty funny and stuff like that. Xbox One XOXO. We've got a new intro for that, don't we, Jay?
Yes, we do.
Hey, can we sample that intro real quick?
We certainly can.
Let's do that.
Should we do that as Jay? Oh, he's already doing it.
Yeah, here we go.
So
It's so sexy.
It is.
To the 2% of women demographic that listen to the show,
they're gonna
that
love
music
this.
is for you.
Yes, they're gonna absolutely love that.
Yes.
So.
And we'll get into explaining where the name came from. Some of you might think you know already, but it's more than just what you think. It's really funny.
It is funny. And by the way, the guy that really got into that, his game doesn't look like it's doing too well according to some.
I saw that.
Did you see it? Yeah.
Not a tear is shed.
Yeah, you know who really likes those type of games though? People on Xbox Live. You know who doesn't? And the people that he's like, hey, they don't want our game. We're gonna go with a platform that has more users. So fuck them.
That's just that just goes to show. We've been saying this for we've always said this, but we've really been kind of talking about it for the last 3-4 weeks. Crap, that Microsoft is the multiplayer box.
Yeah.
So when you're gonna go take a multiplayer only game and put it on there, as our friend Liam Neeson said in Taken, good luck. It's not really. It's not gonna work, man. It's just not gonna work. So look, that's a him problem. That's he made that mistake. He's got to sleep in that bed now. So until it comes out,
that, my friend, is a you problem.
It sure is, Flippy. It sure is. Hey, listen, when you make your way over to the X, we'll talk about maybe purchasing it. Thanks.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We do appreciate you guys coming in here.
Great show.
Great show, supporting us and things like that. We wanted to make sure to do something, even if we weren't kind of around. So this is a new episode. Make sure you guys hit that like button and all that kind of good stuff. Patreon, support us there. Like us on iTunes.
And we'll be back next week with everything back to normal. We just have our good friend J-Dubs on vacay. So he's on vacation. When we have a vacation, we still want to get the fans content. So this is still new to you. It's as new to you as it is to us.
The only way that this show is going to be live is if I was at a local library in the small little country town that I'm going to be in that actually has probably the shittiest internet on the planet, and people will be looking at me strange from the corner because I'll be over there laughing and making sound effects, and so we're going to avoid that for this week. Thank you.
Yes.
Nice. No, outstanding. I'm gonna. So, what do we want to go? We usually do something. Do you want to do the Mooch and Crap theme song before we go into the outro?
Yeah, you know what? People really like the Mooch and Crap theme song, so we should definitely do the.
I'd like to get Livewire back in the studio again because his talent is unbelievable.
Yeah, maybe you can give him a little something to do, or we can give him an idea or something, get him back on the.
Yeah, we got to get him back in the studio. He's great.
Definitely. Absolutely. We'll see you guys next week, man.
See you next Sunday, 11 a.m.
Mooch and Crap. Mooch and Crap.
Out.
Mooch and crap, mooch and crap. They talk about games and no drama smack. Search the web for media ties to catch these ponies in their lives. Look out, here comes Mooch and Crab. Are they bots? Listen up, they have Mountain Dew in their blood. NeoGaf, Xbox Red, Crap's got Nintendo all over it. Hey there, here comes Mooch and Crab. From a tweet of Phil, Xbox hate will arrive like the Scorpio. Mooch and Crab are just in time. Mooch and crap, mooch and crap. Zany gaming dual mooch and crap. YouTubing is their core. A thumb in is its reward to them. Xbox is one big hangout. Whenever there's a game out, you'll find mooch and crap.